And this priest must have been either designated to this castle, or he was given the thing to organise things here at this castle. And he felt as if it belonged to him. That was his role. And I feel his life was taken from him by a person that was involved in his own religion. This priest, through the Catholic Church, was designated to organise the convent, the convent of the ladies, of the nuns. It was a woman. It was a woman that killed him. It was a woman that took his life. She was of importance. Maybe she was at the head of the order. Oh, wow, wow, wow. I feel that this priest was in some kind of liaison, if you like, emotional, with the lady of the cloth also. And something went wrong. He let her down, or he pushed her aside, using her. And in a fit of rage, she took his life. She'd done it twofold.
How did she do it?
She poisoned him. She poisoned him, but she wasn't happy with that. She didn't think she did the job thoroughly. And then there was wounds. She tied his hands and his ankles, and then she put the puncture wounds in his neck and his chest. Oh, he's behind the wall. Oh, there's a wall here. I went to it earlier. Is that where he is? I know where it is.
What, his body is behind the wall?
His physical remains are behind this wall. It's down. It's
Do you want
down.
to go? Shall we go?
Can we go down?
Yeah, let's go. Come on.
Okay.
Derek's sensing of a priest's illicit relationship and his subsequent murder came as a shock to everyone. We had to follow this lead and head to where Derek felt that his body may lie.
Yes, this is it.
Put the torch on, Kim.
In here.
In there?
Behind here somewhere.
So his body is buried behind there?
I'd feel it is, yes. Absolutely.
Can you make a link again with him?
Hold on. He was dragged, he was brought here into this area. And only when she knew that his life's flow had gone from him, that she had the surety that she could cover him up. You see, oh gosh, oh wow. He was not here for any length of time. And whilst he was here, he did these things with this head, the mother of the order. And in a rage, he told her he was going. His physical remains are on the other side, for definite. Down. The other side, but down. It keeps on flooding to my mind, forefront of my mind, that area of time, whether that's connected with this. 1875, 1876. Okay, so bless you, thank you. I feel as if this priest is going to give us a lot more here this evening. Okay. Maybe he's just going to try what he's just tried earlier. He's never done that before.
Members of the castle staff were shocked to hear that human remains could lie within these very walls. It is known that some of the building's stairways were once bricked up, but if there was a deliberate act to hide a dark and sinister secret, then for now, that secret remained a mystery. But what other troubles would the night reveal to the most haunted team? Our second investigation in the Netherlands had taken us to Ammersoyen, a picturesque but remote castle where violence and torture were once prevalent. It was time to start the night vigils, so Kath, Tom and myself joined Kieran in the aptly named Dungeon Tower. Earlier in the evening, Kieran had placed a chair in front of the door so that no one else could enter the room, thus inadvertently disturbing the trigger objects that he had placed here.
What were you doing there, just with the chair against the door?
Yeah, but just making a note of the exact position of the 4 legs and the back of it.
Right.
Just in case anybody did move it. It'd be highly unlikely for them to put it in exactly the same position.
Anything?
No. Nothing picked up by the tape anyway. I had it on voice activated, so there was any sound at all. And Vince and I tested it with just a click, then it would start recording, and there's been no tape that's gone through. I can leave that. In terms of the movement of the objects, there hasn't been any movement at all.
What's the tile for?
The tile is one of the original tiles from the upper tower room, where a lot of the phenomena has occurred.
Right.
This was taken out of the museum. And then that's a 14th century cannonball.
And you just hoping the tile will either move or...
Yeah.
Sounds almost like a hole. What is that squeaking noise?
It's curious.
No,
I'll show you.
What is the squeaking noise?
There's shutters on the outside of the window, and they're hooked by a metal hook against the wall of the castle. And any slight breeze makes the hook move up and down against the metal circle, and that creates that sound.
Is there anybody here in this castle that can hear our voices and would like to try and talk to us? If you can, please can you try and make us know where you are? Please can you try and communicate with us in any way? Please come forward. Can you rap on a table in front of us? Can you make something move in this room? Can you make the temperature drop? Make yourself be known in any way so we can try and talk to you.
There are 2 objects on the trapdoor. Can you make those move?
Is there any spirit persons here in this castle that can hear my voice? Please use our energy. Please try and knock on the table. Please try and move something in the room or knock on the table. Is anybody here? Is there anybody here in this room with us now? If you can hear my voice, can you make the chandelier above our heads? Can you make it move? Can you make it rattle? Can you do something for us so that we know that you're in this room with us now? Please come forward. Please try and do something. Can you make something move? If I knock on this table, can you try and knock on the table after me? That was you, wasn't it, Karen?
I didn't knock underneath it, no.
My hand up over.
Do you want to do it again?
I think it might have been your weight.
Well, I'm going to take my weight off the table and try again.
Is there anybody here in this room with us? If there is, please try and come forward. I'm going to knock on the table. Please can you try and reply by knocking back? Please try harder. Please try. Knock on the table if you can see us or hear us. Are there any spirit people here in the room with us now? If there is, please come forward and try so hard. That was you, wasn't it, Karen? That was you, wasn't it, Karen?
Given the bitter and bloody events that these walls once witnessed, we were all a little surprised at the tranquility that had so